Hey guys, today I'm going to do a study on Genesis chapter 16, so let's get into it. Abram's wife Sarai had not born any children from him, but she owned an Egyptian slave named Hagar. Sarai said to Abram, "Since the Lord has prevented me from bearing children, go to my slave. Perhaps through her I can build a family." And Abram agreed to what Sarai said. So Abram's wife Sarai took Hagar, her Egyptian slave, and gave her to her husband. Abram as a wife for him. This happened after Abram had lived in the land of Canaan for 10 years. He slept with Hagar. She became pregnant. When she saw that she was pregnant, her mistress became contemptible to her. Then Sarai said to Abram, "You're responsible for my suffering. I put my slave in your arms, and when she saw that she was pregnant, I became contemptible to her. May the Lord judge between me and you." Abram replied to Sarai, Here's your slave is in your power, so do whatever you want with her." Then Sarai mistreated her so much that she ran away from her. So Abram's wife Sarai had not born any children for him, but she owned an Egyptian slave named Hagar. Sarah said to Abram, "Since the Lord has prevented me from bearing children, go to my slave. Perhaps through her I can build a family." And Abram agreed to what Sarai said. So Sarai, she didn't believe that God could give her children. She thought that since the Lord had prevented me from bearing children, she thought that God had prevented her from giving children, which later we find out it's not the Lord will later give her children. But, so she gave Hagar to Abram. So Abram's wife Sarai took Hagar, her Egyptian slave, and gave her to her husband. Abram was a wife for her. This happened after Abram had lived in the land of Canaan 10 years. He slept with Hagar and she became pregnant. When she saw that she was pregnant, her mistress became contemptible to her. Then Sarah said to Abram, "You're responsible for my suffering. I put my slave in your arms. And when she saw that she was pregnant, I became contemptible to you. May the Lord judge between me and you." So, Sarai is the one who suggested to Abram to take, "Since the Lord has prevented me from bearing children, go to my slave. Perhaps through her I can build my family." But once Hagar actually got a child, Sarai got jealous, and she got mad at Abram of, "You're responsible for my suffering," even though Sarai was the one who kind of did this to herself. "I put my slave in your arms, and when she saw that she was pregnant, I became competitive to her. May the Lord judge between me and you." Abram replied to Sarah, Here your slave is in your power. Do whatever you want with her." Then Sarah mistreated her so much that she ran away from her. So Abram, since he didn't want to take any blame, because while Sarah is more in the wrong here, Abram still "Since the Lord has prevented me from bearing children, go to my slave. Perhaps through her I can build a family." And Abram agreed to what Sarah said. Abram agreed. He shouldn't have, agreed to this, but he did. And Abram didn't want Sarah to be mad at him, so he says, "Okay, just, here's your slave, is in your power. Do whatever you want with her." And Sarai is not mistreating her so much that she ran away. Sarai is doing something bad. Sarai is the reason why Hagar, why Abram had sex with Hagar, and Hagar had a child, and now she's jealous, so she's mistreating her. The angel of the Lord found her by a spring in the wilderness, the spring on the way to shore. He said, "Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you come from and where are you going?" She replied, "I'm running away from my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her authority." The angel of the Lord said to her, "I will greatly multiply your offspring, and there will be too many to count." The angel of the Lord said to her, "You have conceived and will have a son. You will name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard your cry of affliction. This man will be like a wild donkey. His hands will be against everyone, and one's hands will be against him. He will settle near all his relatives." So she named the Lord who spoke to her, "You are Elroy," for she said, "In this place have I actually seen the one who sees me. This is why the well is called Beer Eloi Roy. It is between Kadesh and Beroth. So Hagar gave to Abram's son, and Abram named his son whom Hagar born, Ishmael. Abram's 80 years old, 86 years old when Hagar brought Ishmael to him. So an angel of the Lord, so after Sarai mistreated her, the angel of the Lord found her by a spring in the wilderness to the shore. And he said, Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you come from? Where are you going? She replied, I'm running away from my mistress Sarai. The angel of the Lord said to her, go back to your mistress and submit to her authority, because when we are in like a place of authority, and even if the person of authority is, not good to us, like mistreating us, God doesn't like the authorities to mistreat us. We should still submit to the authorities. The angel of the Lord said to her, I will greatly multiply your offspring, and there will be too many to count. The angel of the Lord said to her, you have conceived and have a son. You will name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard your cry of affliction. This man will be like a wild donkey. His hands will be against everyone. Everyone's hands will be against him. He will send you all his relatives. So the angel of the Lord said, I will greatly multiply your offspring, and there will be too many to count. So this is kind of the same thing with which he did with Abram. Well, the angel which God did with Abram. That the angel is saying to Hagar, which is, I'll make you into a great nation. Abraham covenant, rather. Which is, this will not be an instead of one who comes from your own body will be your heir. It doesn't say, said, let the skies count the stars. If you're able to count them, he said, your offspring will be that numerous. So this is kind of similar to what the Lord said. But I will greatly multiply your offspring and make you too many to count. But the angel of the Lord said to her, you have conceived and have a son, you will name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard your cry of affliction. And now there's going to be a different prophecy than Abram's descendants. This woman will be like a wild donkey. His hands will be against everyone, and everyone's hands will be against him. He will sit near all his relatives. So Ishmael and his descendants will be like a wild like a donkey, and he will be against everyone, and everyone will be against him, and he will be live next to like Abram and Abram's descendants. So she named him Elroy, for she said, in this place have I actually seen the one who sees me. This is why the well is called Beer Eloi Roy. It's between Kadesh and Beroth. So she says, have I seen the one who sees me? Because she's like Hagar feels mistreated, and she like feels like in a battle, like she got mistreated by Sarah. She's in like an unfair situation, and the Lord sent an angel to give to promise her that her son will have many offspring, because the Lord didn't like the fact that Hagar the Abram was with Hagar, and then she got Ishmael. He doesn't want Ishmael to be descendants. He's not the promised person. It's later on will be Isaac. But the Lord, when he sees when he sees someone getting mistreated, he supports them. So that's probably the reason why the angel of the Lord said to her, I will greatly multiply your offspring, and there will be too many to count, because Sarai mistreated her so much that she ran away from her. But yeah, this is but yeah, this shows like, God's love for like, like even like the people who are not promised, like the Gentiles, shows that God loves them even though they're not his chosen people. When like he is a he doesn't allow like bad things, like he's he doesn't like when bad things happen, so he disapproves of Sarai mistreating her, even though Hagar and Ishmael are not like Ishmael is not his like chosen one. But yeah, this is Genesis chapter 16, and if any experienced Christian sees this and I said something wrong, please correct me. And if you like this video, like it, and if you think it was good, subscribe. And I will see you next day if the Lord wills. Bye.